Hello everyone, it's the TheCanadianWifier here. Before the battle, this has become so standard for me that I actually forgot that I haven't introduced it to you guys yet. So this is getting tacked on to the front of the video real quick. But as you can see in this battle, I'm using a different layout for Pokemon Showdown. It is a very, very cool Chrome edition that I think you can convert to Firefox as well. Link will be in the description. I highly recommend you checking it out. And I hope you enjoy the battle. So see you now. Hello everyone, it's the TheCanadianWifier here. There is a very cool tier right now on Showdown, and it is called Tier Shift. And basically what it does is if you are in UU, you get +5 on all of your stats. If you are in RU, you get +10 on all of your stats. And if you are all the way down in NU, you get +15 in each one of your base stats. Oh my lord. Do you know how good some of the NUs are right now in the OU metagame? If you are on the tier shift ladder, obviously. If you're just playing OU, they won't take effect. Let me make that clear. But if you are actually searching in the tier shift tier, some of your favorite NU buddies are actually somewhat viable. Like Lapras is incredibly bulky. Staraptor gets a nice little boost to +5/+5. Anyway, looking at my really old rain team, and by that I mean the first team I made competitively in Gen 5. It is basically all folks that would benefit from it, so I'm like, you know what? Let's jump on the ladder and see what we can find, and it turns out that I found a Sandstall team with basically the same nature, so we're just going to jump into this battle right about now. So, leading off, I'm just going to lead off with my Flash Flood. The Politoed runs quiet with 30 speed IVs, make sure I can underspeed every Tyranitar, if they're just not neutral. Anyway, I'm going to go for Focus Blast because I'm real, and Pharaoh switches in, takes half. Go for the Skull, try to get the burn, and it does not burn. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Predicting Power Up, gonna head right under my Parasect, because Parasect is good without the boost. To be honest, Parasect in OU is actually kind of fun, with defensive spread. Give it the boost, oh my lord, it is so much fun. Anyway, I'm gonna Leech Seed the Shelgon as it DDs. I realize it's a threat, it doesn't matter though. I can X-Scissor, just get a little bit of damage off. And look at this, end of the turn, I'm already back up at 80. Where's your 50% now? Protect on... I thought it was going to be a 3-turner. You know how Outrage works with the glitch. If you protect on the second turn of a 3-turner, it locks him in for 4. Into Outrage for 4. And that would have allowed me to kill this thing on the spot. Unfortunately, that is not the case, and I'm not going to be able to, because he rests up. Anyway, I'm just going to go for another X-Scissor. It does about 40% of the T-Tower. And he's going to go right out into Sableye as I switch into my Politoed because I don't want to take a hit from T-Tower, and Politoed is the best thing I have on my team. Anyway, I'm going to go for another Scald as he switches out into the Ferrothorn, not wanting to take a Scald and risking the burn on the Sableye. It does not burn though. Politoed drove for 2. In comes T-Tower, just dies to a crit Focus Blast, not bad whatsoever. I'm modest with 184 special attack EVs, and I'm pretty sure it did matter, but not by much. So, he might have been able to save his T-Tower for Death Fodder. Anyway, he brings in Stoutland. Huge threat. Good lord. Big threat. Especially with the +15 in attack. Hello, that's way too powerful. I bring in Politoed. It has 16% left, and I'm just gonna have to sack it now. Luckily, Sand is gone, otherwise, yeah, so that's a problem. Anyway, in comes Parasect. Leech Seed. Problem averted. I have a Parasect. It is fine, everyone. I really wanted to double seed, or not double seed, go for the X-Scissor, predicting the Ferrothorn, predicting my Leech Seed, but I was not in the position to do that, because he was a threat, so I'm going to switch right out into my Hydroplane as he brings in the Ferro on my Protect, and I'm going to go for the Protect. It's starting to get my HP back, you know? He goes for the Power Whip, and here is a huge play. I go for Scald, and I'm like, you know, I've done this before. If I can get the burn here, Power Whip is not a problem. Unfortunately, I don't get the burn, and Power Whip is a problem, and it brings me all the way down. And realizing here that he's probably going to want to set up another Spike, predicting my Protect, he does go for the Spike, so I'm going to go for the Scald. Don't get another burn again. Go for another Scald. I'm like, I still have a chance to get that burn. Still don't get it. So I am 0 for 5 in the battle right now with Scald Burn. Yet I got a crit on one of them, which is less than a fifth of the chance of just getting one Scald Burn. And on top of that, he's hit 2 Power Whips, which each of them are the half of the chance to... You know what I'm saying, man? I should have burned by now. And I'm going to bring in this thing, because I'm pretty sure I can kill Pharaoh from that range of HP. Anyway, I'm going to go into my Hydrated, my Lapras, because it can completely shut down Sableye. You want a Sableye shutter downer? Go into Lapras. Predict the go for the Thunder, predicting Stoutland to come in, because my only real chance on that thing is paralyzing. Anyway, I'm going for the Surf and the Rain. Does about 20% to Pharaoh, and I'm like, you know what, I have nothing. Ice Beam, do a respectable amount, and it does 28, and gets to freeze, but then he thaws out immediately. First turn thaws, biggest boner kill in Pokemon. Like, you see the thaw freeze, and you're like, and then like less than half a second later, you unthaw, and you're like, oh, come on, really? Anyway, go back into this thing. I'm gonna go for the Ice Punch, because I know he's gonna Protect, because he's that kind of guy who will spam Protect on Ferrothorn. And because of that, now I'm going to go for the low kick, predicting him to stay in, predicting my Ice Punch, but he actually still switches out to Sableye. I'm like, wow, okay, really? Anyway, I'm going to go right on the Hydrated, and predicting that, he goes out in the Stoutland. I'm like, oh, it's fine, I have Parasect. I actually spent a long time thinking about that turn. I'm like, should I stay in? He might 2KO Parasect with Return. Parasect's not at full, so I might not be able to recover back up. And he just frickin' superpowers. I'm like, dude, if I switched into Parasect, I would have taken, like, no damage from that, but whatever. Now I'm going to go for the X-Scissor on Pharaoh. And this is the type of time where I wish, as a live commentator, like, I just kind of clicked replay on this. In case you're wondering how I'm recording, I just clicked replay. And I talk over it so I don't forget what happened during the game. And then I go through my folder and I already have the narration ready. So I don't even have to narrate for you people. That's how I save games, in case you're wondering. And because of that, I don't have a function to speed up the battle. I mean, I could just stop talking here and then go back and post-commentate later, but that's too much work, and you know what, I'm lazy. Basically, just know, what's happening here is he's protecting, then setting up a spike, and then protecting, and then setting up a spike, just to maximize his lefties gain. What an asshole. Wasting your time, wasting my time, for no gain, you'll see that later. Anyway, he's gonna go into Sand Slash, go for an SD, and I'm like, okay, I could've lived a Stone Edge at neutral. I cannot live one at +2, and on top of that, he spins away my Leech Seed. I'm like, are you kidding me, dude? Now he just kills me. I'm like, wow, okay, I can't go into Raichu. It's my win condition. Raichu's been my win condition the whole time. I'm like, I have to go into Raichu now. I'm faster because Rain is up. I'm gonna have to Surf, but I'm not gonna be able to get up to the SD, and I'm not gonna be able to kill Stoutland. And oh, he went into Ferrothorn, and oh my god, he protected. This, ladies and gentlemen, turn 46 in this battle. That is why you don't uselessly spam Protect. What did he gain from going for Protect there? Nothing. And you know what he lost? The battle. He had the battle on lockdown. If he went into Stoutland instead of Ferrothorn and clicked Return twice, he would have won. But what did he do instead? He let my Love Song set up a nasty plot, and I sweep his team. Balder 2. I just Raichu to Love Song. Raichu'd? Balder 2. I'm a Raichu a Love Song real quick. And win the game. So, kind of a PSA, kind of just a decent match. Don't spam Protect on your Ferrothorn. Don't even carry Protect on your Ferrothorn. What are you running these days? Spike, Seed, to attack? Why Protect? No, stop that. I'm out. See you guys later. Hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.